What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Brick Hive and welcome to Hive Reacts. These are videos that I make just reacting to any LEGO YouTuber that I come across that I want to react to. And generally, it's just me reacting to stuff that I see on the thumbnail, usually like clickbait type stuff, where I want to see if the video really means what it says or yada yada yada. And sometimes they're just, just to poke fun. But I've only done a couple. We'll see how they continue to go. As you can see today, we have Spit Bricks. Now, I'm not signed in, but I am subscribed to Spit Bricks. I think Spit Bricks makes really good videos.
I love your work.
I was actually going to react to one of my own videos, but I just figured it didn't really make any sense after I thought about it, because I was like, how am I going to react to a video that I made? It's not going to be a reaction, you know what I mean? So when I was looking for some LEGO videos to react to, there was one that I saw that piqued my interest. And it was this one, cheap versus expensive LEGO animals. So why did this one pique my interest? Well, because I have both of those animals on there. Now, don't get me wrong, the video itself, the title and everything, it looked great. I mean, I'm like, yeah, cheap versus expensive LEGO animals. That seems interesting. I have that monkey and that Patronus glittery deer. I don't know how to say it. Not sure how much the monkey costs. Okay, that doesn't really make any sense unless in the video you couldn't find the price of the monkey, but I feel like that can't be true. But $300 for that Patronus? Really? That doesn't seem right. You're lying! So, what's up with that, Spit Bricks? Is this some clickbait stuff going on here? All right, everybody, before we do get started, if you do like my content, if you like my channel, if you like my video, please consider liking and subscribing. Much appreciated. All right, let's go ahead and get into this video.
LEGO animals come in all shapes and sizes and are often highly prized pieces. While some might be a little too common, others are incredibly valuable collector pieces. Today, I'll be showcasing some of LEGO's cheapest and most expensive animals. To keep things organized, I've broken down the last 40 years of LEGO animals into a few main categories. We'll be looking at sea life, jungle beasts, fantastical monsters, and much more. What better place to start than with the very...
Wait a minute. What category is much more? Moving on.
First LEGO animal ever released. Back in the 1980s, LEGO put out the Fabuland line to bridge the gap between Duplo and LEGO System. The minifigures in this series were all humanoid animals.
I gotta tell you, man, I've seen people out there that love Fabuland. I don't get it. It's just like the Animal Crossing thing, man. And look, to each their own. But yeah, to each my own too. So I don't know. It just looks ridiculous to me. You know what I mean? And some of them actually look like some nightmare fuel.
Such as Paulette Poodle. But these minifigures aren't really animals. The first true LEGO animal piece was actually found in Paulette's living room. This little yellow bird in a white cage changed LEGO forever by giving minifigures some animal companions. Today, getting one of these original yellow birds for...
So this made me think of something too, and I've brought this up in the past. I've always thought it was kind of weird how certain, I don't know, like cartoons or toys or whatever, where like it's an animal that has another animal as a pet. Like, for instance, like with Disney, you could have Goofy hanging out with Pluto, but Pluto is the dog, but so is Goofy. It's just Goofy's in, what do they call them? Anamorphic? Is that right? Animals? I don't know, but it's just, I don't know. Well, it's kind of weird.
For yourself is surprisingly easy. Used ones can be bought online for less than $2 US, but if you want a brand new unopened set with a brand new piece, it'll run you close to $150.
Hold up!
That's a high price for a set with only 12 pieces. While the yellow bird is certainly historic, it's not the cheapest nor rarest flying animal out there. The most common LEGO bird is most likely the dark gray parrot. These came out in a lot of sets and can be picked up for around 20 cents a piece. However, the cheapest ones out there seem to be these brown owls that can be picked up for as little as 3 cents each. However, at the other end of the spectrum, the most expensive flying LEGO animal that I could find is also one of the newest. This Falcon piece was released in Series 24 of the collectible minifigures line and is currently selling for about $4. That's almost the price of the entire minifigure blind bag. It's definitely a neat piece with some great...
Dude, I got like a handful of those things because I managed to get a bunch of these figs. All right, Falcons, I'm gonna have to sell some of you.
Detail though. Moving from air to land, there has been no shortage of LEGO animals released on 4 or more legs. The cheapest of these all fall in the same general price range, with ants, rabbits, chickens, and even the very first horses all selling for around 15 to 50 cents currently. But the most expensive land figures can cost much, much more. You see, in 2003, LEGO released the Orient Expedition sub-theme of the Adventurers line. This theme had a few neat sets, but of most importance here are these two elephants. As some of the largest animals that LEGO has ever released, these came in two versions, light and dark gray. The light gray version had an inset back piece to hold the wagon it carried. Today, these will both run you about $50 each in new condition, which is slightly more expensive than the LEGO Mammoth that goes for around $35 US. Now, while the price of these creatures is largely due to their size, the other two most expensive mammals are due to their very limited releases. LEGO's release of the 2017 Jungle Airdrop helicopter was a fine enough set, but nothing specifically special, until you look a little bit closer at the animals involved. There's a crocodile and what's that? A tiger.
What is
LEGO
that?
has released a few one-off large cats, but those have been typically in smaller sets. The larger size of the airdrop package meant that fewer of these were sold. So today, if you want one of these tigers for your own personal LEGO collection, you'll need to shell out about $40. Speaking of animals though, check out this incredible illustration of a pink elephant wearing
all right, yeah, that is a cool picture. But yeah, I would like to get that set.
A suit and playing poker that was created using Wonder, today's sponsor. Wonder is an app that turns your words into beautiful art using artificial intelligence. Let's create a monkey that's actually an astronaut in space. All right, so using the Wonder app, which you can download with the link in the description, we'll simply type monkey wearing a colorful spacesuit in the mouth.
Look, I don't hate YouTubers that have ads, you know, that are sponsored or whatever. I don't hate them. You know what I mean? I get if you try and do this for a living, you gotta keep it a certain income. I don't know because I'm not at that level and I have a full-time job anyways. But it's just annoying, man, because I already watched 2 commercials, 2 ads, and I couldn't even skip through those 2 ads. I had to watch both. And this is why I said, like, if I ever got big enough, somebody offered me sponsorship, I just wouldn't be able to do it.
I will not bow to any sponsor.
I mean, I could only do it if I made a video about whatever the sponsorship is. Like if some, like I did with the light company, they sent me a product and I made a video about that product. I don't know. I just, my thing is, like, I hate watching commercials and ads, but I don't know. Like I said, the reason I'm not gonna do it is because I just don't like watching this stuff, so I'm not gonna make people watch it. But all right, moving on.
Milky Way galaxy.
Actually,
choose a desired image aspect ratio and click create. Within a few seconds, we'll get our image, and all we had to do was type in a few words.
How long is this thing,
Pretty cool, right? Well, this works for more than just animals. You can do cars, avatars, cities, aquatic scenes. Nate's disputed goat of the LEGO Barnyard is, well, the goat. Somehow, in the last 90 years, LEGO has only ever released this goat piece once. Now, I hear you. There are Minecraft goats, and we even got the Thor goat boat set. Well, you're right. Kind of. You see, it seems that every time LEGO decides to release a goat, they end up choosing to make them brick-built sub-builds, except once.
Instead of just asking, how can we make Sarah's voice better? At MedStar Health, we ask, how can we better the whole experience?
Another ad.
That connects her with a specialist's office.
Man.
In 2011, LEGO released the Mill Village Raid in the Kingdoms line, and included in this set was something we had never seen before or since. It was a fully molded goat piece, and the set included 2 of them. These adorable goats are scaled well with the other farm animals that LEGO has produced, and even have a stud on their back. The fact that LEGO has never released these again is truly mind-boggling. They even had the perfect chance when they released the LEGO Ideas Medieval Blacksmith set.
Get another goat.
The original Ideas project included multiple goat pieces, but when the final version was released to the public, they were nowhere to be seen. So what does LEGO have against goats? Well, we may never know, but perhaps the mold itself isn't even in commission anymore.
I made a video about this, everybody.
Due to its rarity, the LEGO goat is worth about $90 US today. Before moving on though, I have to give a shout out to my personal favorite LEGO animal, the classic LEGO monkey. One of the very first animals LEGO ever produced, these iconic creatures used to be in everything up until 2011. Today you can get your own iconic LEGO monkey piece and own a part of LEGO history for about $1. Moving towards the water though, LEGO has released several lizards.
Okay, see, this is what I was talking about. Now, don't get me wrong, I didn't like believe the thumbnail necessarily because I'm sure there's got to be a price for that monkey, and I'm sure that Patronus isn't $300. But again, you put the monkey with the question marks above it, and then you put the Patronus with $300 above it. So, all right. Well, clearly, we know what the price is for the monkey.
Lizards, snakes, frogs, and crocs over the years. It's no secret that LEGO loves frogs. These little things seem to hop into as many sets as possible, and not just as frogs, but as flower buds, hat toppers,
a whole lot of frogs.
Ears, and even occasionally, well, just as frogs themselves. Being so common and so small, it's no surprise that these are some of the cheapest LEGO animals of all time. The light pink frogs from the LEGO bonsai tree can be picked up for less than a penny each because of how many come in this set at such a low price. And even the shiny gold frog is only worth about... This translucent green frog was only released in 4 sets from 2000 to 2004. Today, finding one of these is pretty easy, but you'll still need to fork up close to $25, which is the equivalent value of about 2,500 pink frogs. On the other side, the most expensive creepy crawly LEGO animal around today is the basilisk from 2002's Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. These guys sell for about $50, but if you're looking for a smaller or cheaper snake, these cobras sell for only 80 cents.
Oh, I got some cobras.
And if you're trying to build an entire army of snakes, or you just want to make Indiana Jones squirm, these lime green snakes can be picked up for just a couple cents. Now, making our way under the sea, LEGO has released several high-priced sea creatures. The ability to glow in the dark is very cool, and it's why we love the ghosts from the classic castle sets. Sadly though, the number of glow-in-the-dark pieces of LEGO is limited, so it was great to get such a large one in the form of an octopus in the Mission 7 Deep Sea Quest set from 2008.
Really?
This piece only really appeared in this one set, but technically you could also pick one up in the pirate ship coin bank, but those weren't very common. This octopus would certainly add great playability to any underwater or pirate scene with its glow-in-the-dark abilities, but with nearly a $50 price tag, you may just want to keep it firmly inside a display case. Now, LEGO has put out a few different dolphins in a range of colors, and this one in particular looks especially good in translucent blue. But the fancy color isn't what makes this piece valuable. This dolphin is actually a rare example.
When it comes to this dolphin, like, it does look pretty and all, and I guess if you're a collector, you'd want to get it, you know, even just have it on display or something like that. But I don't know. Like, the octopus is one thing because I feel like it being underwater and it glowing, you know, like it would, I don't know, the way it would look underwater and stuff, like, I just feel like that's different. The Patronus is clearly different because that's a magical creature. But I wouldn't be able to put this dolphin in my water in the city. It just wouldn't look right, you know what I mean? But it is pretty. It's cool.
Example of a LEGO design fail. It seems that this piece featured an abnormal connection on the bottom that was a little too narrow to properly hold the 2 studs that would normally fit for a connection, and also too small to fit a Technic axle. It would, though, loosely accept a LEGO bar. For this reason, this dolphin now costs close to $100. If that's a bit too deep for your pockets, you can pick up the same model in gray, and with a functioning connection on the bottom, of course, for just about $1. Now, of course, I can't talk about LEGO sea creatures without mentioning the shark, specifically the Sharkinator from Antimatter's Portal Hideout set of 2015. Both the figure and the set are...
Holy cow, that is an awesome looking set. Let me see, 2015, 2016? Dude, that is a cool looking set, man. The figures, the build, that shark. I love the silver and purple color scheme. Wow, man. Like, dude, and like, LEGO Ultra Agents, man. I've heard, you know, this is when I was in my dark ages, but I've heard a lot of good stuff about this Ultra Agents theme and everything, and they bring this stuff back, man. Look, build some lore, build some stories, man. You know what I mean? Like,
are now incredibly hard to get hold of these days. If you're lucky enough to find one for sale, expect to pay close to $75. While not being as big or flashy, this little green seahorse was only ever released in 2005's Mermaid Castle set, and today this tiny piece runs for about $15 to $20. But if you want to just fill an aquarium, you can't go wrong with 100 crabs. These, especially in bright orange, are only worth 1 to 2 cents a pop.
Ever felt trapped by endless ads while watching your favorite videos? One click on privacyadblocker.com and say goodbye to...
Now, of course, LEGO is no stranger to fantasy or history. LEGO dinosaurs are some of the biggest and most valuable animals the company has ever released. But you actually don't need to break the bank to start up your very own Jurassic Park. The baby dinosaur piece comes in a huge selection of colors, and the value of these is all over the place. This plain one with no pattern can be picked up for around 40 cents, while many of the others sell in the 80-cent to $2
Ooh, I like
range.
that purple one.
But the priciest of them all is this black and green one that goes for about $3. While these small dinos aren't too pricey, some of the parents are. You see, LEGO has only ever released one adult Ankylosaurus, and getting a hold of one today will set you back around $50. This dino was released in 2020 as part of one of the sets, which gave us not one, but two incredibly valuable dino figures. The Indominus Rex has been released twice, and the version from this set is worth about $35. If you got your hands on the earlier set, the Indominus Rex Breakout, you also got the first version, which is now worth about $75, making it the priciest dinosaur figure out there. Now, there's a whole category of animals that haven't even been touched on yet. Fantastic beasts.
Yes.
LEGO has recreated some of the most famous legendary monsters from mythology and pop culture, and a few of these are true collector's items. The very earliest fantasy creature that LEGO gave us was the classic green dragon from the original castle theme. Today, these are prized by many people for the nostalgia they represent, but they aren't especially valuable. A used one can be picked up for around $3, and even a new one is only worth about $15. But LEGO dragons can get much more fearsome than that. One of the most famous dragons from recent years is the legendary Hungarian horntail from Harry Potter. This was actually the first of 3 variants LEGO has made, and it's the only one to not be brick built, which gives it a serious edge over the others. This figure looks a lot sleeker than the other two and proves that design doesn't always get better over time. Released in Harry and the Hungarian Horntail in 2005, this dragon now costs between $80 to $100. Keeping in the wizarding world, there's a surprisingly cheap piece that most people would love to have in their collection. Harry's Stag Patronus was only ever released in a single set, Expecto Patronum, in 2019. This beautiful translucent blue colored deer really flew under the radar on release, and today you can summon your very own for just $2 to $3, which I think is a great deal.
Okay.
Check it out in the...
Again, this is what I was talking about. Like, I didn't think it was going to be worth that much. I'm not that dumb, but dude, why would you put that in the thumbnail like that? That's just so deceptive. $2 to $3, which actually, that blows my mind. $2 to $3, really? That's only $2 to $3? As cool as that animal is, and there was only one set that it was made in, and it's an interesting mold with the translucent and the glitter and everything, and it's only worth $2 to $3? Really? And it wasn't just made like last year. I mean, what is this thing's pushing? At least, what, about 4 years old now? Dude, Spit Bricks, I'm serious, man. Like, your video is very well made. Dude, your video is awesome. You don't need to be deceptive on your thumbnail, or at least don't do the question mark thing. You know, change it and put like the cheapest, like put the frog on there for like a penny, and then put whatever the expensive one is on there, man. I mean, there's all kinds of stuff in between. Why do you gotta be deceptive on the thumbnail? Like, it's
deal. Check it out in the description using YouTube's shopping feature. Moving from one blockbuster franchise to another, any Star Wars fan knows the famous scene under Jabba's palace where Luke is forced to battle the mighty reptilian Hulk, the Rancor. This figure has only featured once in the Rancor Pit set, released in 2013, and LEGO did a great job in capturing its muscular features, disproportionately long arms, monstrous hands, and dagger-like claws. The figure's rarity, the quality of its design, and the insanely high popularity of Star Wars amongst both LEGO and non-LEGO collectors alike is why the Rancor is now priced at more than $125.
Nice.
But the crown for the most expensive LEGO animal figure has got to go to the Smough from 2014's The Lonely Mountain set. It's a very accurate replica of how he's shown in the second
Let me know in the comments, isn't it
The
Smaug?
rarity, impressive nature of this figure, and the high popularity of all things Middle
It's Smaug, right? Or is it Smaug?
Earth are what has pushed the Smaug to the top spot, with a price of close to $300 for a new one. But of course, there are a ton more LEGO animals out there. Click here to see the full evolution of LEGO animals.
So it was
Download
Smaug,
Wonder with the link in the
$300.
description, and subscribe for more LEGO videos.
All right, so look, Spitbrick's amazing video, very well done, very well spoken, very well edited. The content was really good, good research. But damn, that thumbnail pissed me off, man. And again, I don't even know why you would need to do it. I mean, look, Spitbricks has got 862,000 subscribers, you know, so I just feel like just make the thumbnail more truthful. In my opinion, I feel Spitbricks is better than that. And it's not just Spitbricks. I think it's just the algorithm, the YouTube thing in general. I feel like Spitbricks shouldn't need to do that. Not just Spitbricks, but anybody. But anyways, like I said, beyond that, definitely go subscribe to Spitbricks. Definitely good content. But that's this reaction video, everybody. If you do like my content, if you like my channel, if you like this video, please subscribe, like to the channel. It would help me immensely, and I very much appreciate it. I hope all of you are doing well and staying safe. Peace out, everybody. I'll see you on the next one.